Today we're looking at the O12B1M from Speco technology. So this bullet camera has 12 megapixel resolution, which gives you a crisp image to be able to analyze all the details you need while monitoring. It is especially good when we're talking about large spaces like parking lots, and if you want to do an indoor install, it can also work if you have a big warehouse. But there's a lot inside of this camera. This is what we will uncover today, so stick with us and let's get to it. Alright, so first clip we're looking at is actually for the resolution of the camera. When we're talking 12 megapixel, it's something quite unique because this resolution gives you all the single details you need inside of an image when you're monitoring a premise. For example, here we can clearly see the license plate, we see the different colors I'm wearing, we're able to identify a bunch of things. And not only that, but this camera has a 4x optical zoom, and this is the narrow view we are seeing right now. But you can also digitally zoom up to 8x to be able to really focus on those details. Right now what I'm doing is that through the Speco application, I'm actually zooming out because this camera can as well give you a nice wide angle view all the way up to 108 degrees. So as you can see here, I was really focused on the streets, on the subject matter to be able to pick up all those details. But if you have a wide area, you can zoom out like so, and all of a sudden you're covering a large angle. So you're able really to pick up a lot of action. So whether I'm going on the right, I'm going on the left, you're still able to see in which direction I'm going, and you're still be able to really assess the situation and what's going on. But as I said, it packs a lot inside of it, and we're talking advanced analytics. So with this camera, you have vehicle detection, human detection, you have face recognition. You can also configure a bunch of events inside of the camera. So we're talking line crossing, intrusion detection, abandoned object. You also have an entry and exit counting zone. So this way you're able to really monitor how many cars or how many persons are entering a set area. So you're all able to see this on this camera. And this is what we're looking at right now. So off the bat, there's a lot of different squares on the screen. So we have an abandoned object zone where you have the ladder, you have the entry and exit zone on the right side. So right now it's just counting the exit. So you will see the number change in the stay. So when someone enters the zone, and then it will count up in the exit zone. You also have the intrusion zone and a line crossing. So there's a lot happening at the same time. So when we look at the clip itself, you can see that there's a person detection. It is triggered by the entry-exit zone. So now the exit goes to 10. Next, I triggered the line crossing. I trigger it again so you can see it changing color. And I'm going back inside the exit zone so you can see it turning red. But at the same time, there's a car triggering the line crossing. So this is the power of this camera. This is what we're talking about, is that with this resolution, and now just an FYI, we're using the substream on this example right here, but with the 12 megapixel resolution and those analytics, you're really able to capture everything that is going on. So it gives you the perfect one-two combo to monitor a situation. And this is true in daytime and in nighttime. This is something we mentioned before when talking about Speco technologies. They have a great track record for low light and IR capabilities on their cameras. And this is what we're looking at right now. So when we compare side by side the same situation, so you have the daytime when I was exiting the zones, triggering the line crossing, while doing it at night, it works exactly the same because the camera still gives you this clear image with this IR capabilities. And as you can see, the image is never too bright, it's never too dark. So this is how it adapts to the situation to really gives you all the details you need. And if it wasn't enough, well, you also have a two-way communication that you can use with the mobile apps from Speco, so you're able to talk to people in front of the camera as well as hearing them. So it gives you just that little bit extra security. So when we're talking about audio, it always helps you with the context, so you're really able to understand what's going on. You have 230 feet of IR range, and you have an IP67 rating, so no worries installing this camera outdoor. So there you have it. I always say that it's not always about resolution because analytics can provide better context. But when you pair both together, well, as you can see, it gives you a great result and great solution. All right, guys, I'm Jeremy from Pipl Systems. See you on the next one.